It is so big. If you've never been to Guadalajara, let me give you delicious reasons to change that. This is a city that Mexicans love, but most tourists don't know what they're missing. So today, I'm in my favorite neighborhood that serves local food. We're going to explore traditional Mexican food in Guadalajara, beginning with breakfast. Now, I didn't expect my day to start like this, and that is because the first dish we're trying is a dish that comes from very humble beginnings. It's called Carne in Su Jugo, and it began in families' homes. It was a way to stretch meat. So in the evening, maybe they had some grilled meat, and to stretch it out for the next day's breakfast or lunch, they would add a little bit of juice to it, they would add some beans to it, and then serve it with some side dishes. And so it really comes from home cooking. Now today, it is so delicious, they say, that a lot of restaurants just serve this. One of the most famous is Karne Garibaldi, and it's in the neighborhood I'm staying in. There's always a long line, so I came right at 10 a.m. There's nobody here, but I promise you, starting at 11:30 through to I think 3 o'clock, like this place is packed and there's a line of people waiting. So I thought it would be a good place to start. They're also famous. This is small, I'm just gonna warn you. And then they serve it with tortillas and potatoes, and they've got some beans, and then it's a lot for breakfast. Wow. The broth becomes like a gravy. A little bit of spiciness in it, a little bit of black peppercorn, I think, maybe some garlic. They serve it with bacon, so it's gonna be a good meal. Oh, that's delicious bacon. Pork in Mexico, next level. These beans, do not skip out on them. They are so tasty. They have corn in them, and they're just a little bit spicy. They're amazing on their own. Now, there are a lot of places in Mexico that are like hip and trendy, and they have long lines because of that hype, but they do not live up to it. This place, totally worthy of a line. This meat is so flavorful. The beans are amazing. I got this little aloe drink. Fantastic. This is like the best start to the day. Mami, no te preocupes, aunque la vida va a cambiar. I think that might be my favorite Mexican breakfast. It was so good. The carne en su jugo was just deep, earthy flavors, like just a little hint of spice, and then actually also get the beans because they were fantastic. As I was leaving, people are already starting to line up at 11 a.m. As we walk to the next place to eat, I wanted to share with you where we are. It's called Santa Tere or Santa Teresita. It is known to have the best food in Guadalajara. People rave about it. It is a destination neighborhood. It is also a local neighborhood, so there are no hotels. There's one Airbnb. But if you watch my Oaxaca wrap-up, I have pledged that I'm not going to use Airbnb anymore. I've seen how it is destroying neighborhoods in Mexico, and so instead, we moved to as far north in Colonia Americana as we could. So we're only a 7-minute walk away from Santa Tere to eat all our meals. It is fantastic. Now, when I read about this place, they said that it was a little bit dodgy in some places and like a real working neighborhood. But actually, I have noticed that there are a lot of really fantastic coffee shops, roasters, really interesting like little markets selling artisanal food alongside all of the regular things. So I feel like it's a balanced neighborhood. It does not have tourism other than all of the Mexican tourists coming in and people from the city on the weekends who want to eat its fantastic food. Speaking of which, let's go to the next spot. Baby, now I'm here in the flashing lights, drowning out my sorrows. Well, I picked someone up for breakfast, and that's because we're about to eat birria. Now, birria is slow-cooked beef or goat, sometimes lamb, and it's from the Jalisco area. It was originally goat and lamb, but more popular in around Mexico, you're gonna find beef because it's easier to make. We're at a spot that's been open since 1948 in Santa Tere. It is called Birria La Victoria, and it is a real local spot. In fact, we just missed the breakfast rush that started at 9 a.m. A lot of people were leaving as we came out, and they offer it as both chavito, goat, or beef. I got the chavito, of course, like, come on. And they put it in a bowl, which is really great because they put the sauce on top. It makes it so much easier. These guys are nice. I had no idea they would be putting so much on it. This is crazy. After eating all of that first breakfast, this second breakfast, well, I think I'm gonna need a little bit of help, maybe. They make all of their sauces in-house. They said everything is original. And what is really cool about this place is they really embrace that they like the original around here. They've been around since 1948. And so they have all of these historical signs from over the years. So I just put some lemon, cilantro, onion. I'm gonna try this sauce. They told me both this sauce and this one is house made. They do everything in house, and we got a sour sop or drink also. This is not a mix. Oh, it's good. It's like pear and strawberry and pineapple. And guava, yeah. Oh, Al and I both love sour sop. All right, let's get into this. It's already dripping. This is why they give you a bowl for sure. All right. So soft. And it's so tender, full of flavor. I love goat. Sauce not too hot. Oh, Santa Tere, hands down, the tastiest neighborhood. Everywhere here, people just make such good traditional food. They don't offer a lot on the menu, but what they do is so, so good. Now, we're heading on for something sweet. Alan said that I would try a little bit, but he could probably eat the whole thing. It is a dessert that is typical to Guadalajara, although you don't really find it a lot of places outside, which is a shame because it looks delicious. And we have made it. Now, you can get this dish, Jericalla, at all over Guadalajara. But here in Santa Tere, there is one place that specializes in it. A lot of people swear by it. And actually, I think they sell to some of the restaurants who are serving it. It's supposed to be great. Jericalla, they call it the Mexican crème brûlée. Can't wait to try this. Do you want to get a big one? Okay. Me gustaría una grande, por favor.
¿Te pongo cucharita?
Sí, por favor. Dos. Porque tengo. Sí.
Muy bien.
Gracias. This is a big one and it is 40. I think the smaller one, which a lot of people were just popping by and getting, might be 25 or 35. Try it.
I get this first time in Puebla. But in Puebla one is very sweet. This one not too sweet. I mean, it's like a standard maybe for them. It's a good texture one.
Yeah. So in Mexico, the more popular dish would be a flan. And a flan is definitely a lot softer, but this is jericalla, which is a more firm custard. And then on top, they call it the Mexican crème brûlée because it has that burnt top, but the burning comes from broiling at the end. And it gives it just this texture inside, which is really nice. You can come here, I think it's really great, but also I think almost every single restaurant in Guadalajara has it, and it's so popular, and yet it doesn't really reach outside of Jalisco, but it should because it's a delicious dessert. The woman of that shop is so lovely, took time to talk to us, to talk to Alan about his travels here in Mexico. And she said that she's been at that location for 3 years, but before that, she's been in the neighborhood actually with a store for another 10. And she gave me a card, which I will share her address below, because she said that since she started doing well, a lot of other jericalla shops have opened up, but she's the original. So, you know, gotta give her credit for that. But I have to say, all of the owners and people who work in places in Santa Tere, It's like that small town hospitality, just so warm and genuine. I do think you find that throughout Guadalajara, but especially here. It's why I just love this neighborhood so much. But now we need to go for a walk because I'm definitely full. Normally I would never eat seafood in the mountains, but Guadalajara is different. Like the food here is just fantastic, and they have a history, a culture of bringing seafood up from the coast, and so the cooks here know what to do, but this is my favorite place. It's called Mariscos El Patron de Occidente, and we've eaten here 3 times in 4 days. The last time I was here, I just said to them, when should I come? Knowing I wanted to make a video to share with you where it's not going to be busy, and they said 1:30. This place has 1 table of 2, 2 tables of 2, and then just 4 chairs. Everybody else waits. I don't believe in waiting in line for food. I believe in finding the right time to come. 1:30 is it. So far, I have had shrimp tacos, fish tacos, I've had ceviche. Today I'm going to have tostadas. Alan gets the same thing every time, and he loves it. Now, there are only 3 staff here. It's the chef and 2 people helping him. And based on the way he cooks, I think he worked at a fine dining place, probably had enough and said, I just want to open a small place, work Monday to Friday, 9 to 4, and be done with it. His food is amazing. Alan has ordered the same thing, and to be honest, it's always really good. And so I sneak some of it. This is shrimp al mojo, or in garlic. It seems so simple, but a lot of people screw it up. They either overcook the shrimp or they burn the garlic. But he doesn't here. I already know this is going to be fantastic. This is the best shrimp I've ever had. Like, hands down, any country I've been to. He cooks the shrimp perfectly, and then the garlic sauce is garlicky, but not burnt garlic. And I ordered aguachile rojo. I actually had to ask because I forgot what I ordered. So far here, I have had the shrimp tacos. I have had the fish tacos. I have had the ceviche. I could barely finish it. This is aguachile. And again, I'm just going to say, my first time having it here, but I expect it to be way better than any place I've had it before. This guy just knows how to cook. The crowds are starting to come, so I don't want to stay here filming all day like I would in another place because everybody wants to eat here for lunch. And as I said, this is like a tight squeeze, but worth it. First up, I'm having the ceviche. He makes it fresh. So if you're coming here, everything is fresh to order. Sometimes when you get the shrimp tacos, fish tacos that are battered, they are just sitting there, not here. He makes them to order. Ooh. Ceviche is fantastic. Light, bright, just the lime, a little bit of heat, cooks the shrimp. So, I like the spicy. Next up, Alan tried this, and he said he likes it even better. This is the aguachile. So basically, the difference between aguachile and ceviche is that ceviche uses lime juice to essentially cook the protein, the shrimp. But here, aguachile means chili water, and it adds chilies, so it's a little bit spicier, and Alan said he liked it better for that reason. I can't believe I got both. I didn't think the portion sizes would be that large. I thought he would just give me like 1 tostada of aguachile and 1 tostada of ceviche, but no. Here, they just do it differently in like the very best way possible. Not too spicy, like a deep heat. Oh, but it's building. Very good. Alan just handed me, oh my god, yeah, it's spicy. It's just growing. This is a real neighborhood spot. I love it. As soon as we got here, The first time Ellen was like, this is my vibe, I like this place, I just want a place that's small, like no frills, just cares about good cooking, and that's what this place is about. I am from the coast, the Maritimes of Canada, and I will tell you, this place, its seafood, hands down, one of the best. One of the best. Woo! Put me in that aguachile. Yeah, spicy. Now, after coffee and 7,000 steps probably that we've walked this afternoon, we are ready for the late afternoon snack. And I saved the messiest for last. This is Torta Ahogada. This dish you will find all over Guadalajara. I am trying it the traditional way, which I believe is pork shank, but I chose this spot because they have non-pork options. They have beef, they have pork, and they also have a vegetarian option. So it's kind of good for everyone. And this place is fun in that it's football or soccer themed. So there are the scarves everywhere, there's lots of paraphernalia, and I guess this is where you go to watch football games. So it's supposed to be a real neighborhood joint. It's, I think, 3:30, and it's already busy. It's basically a dish that was meant for laborers. So they would get very crusty rolls and then soak it in a thick tomato sauce, and it would keep for their midday lunch. And it was something that was supposed to be hearty and kind of get them through the day. Now today, you can get it at most restaurants, but there are restaurants like this, Ahogada de Sanchez, that specialize in it. They have a couple of other dishes. Alan decided he wanted to go light and get 2 chicken tacos that are gigantic. It's like so big. I don't know if you can see this. It is so big. I don't actually know how I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to take some pork, put some onions in, maybe a little bit of this hot sauce, some of this cilantro. All right. I guess you can pick it up. This is really tasty. It's definitely a crustier bread, but because it's been soaking in the sauce, it's like super soft. The pork is so good. It's like a roasted pork. I think it might be roasted shank. It's full of flavor. This would be great with a beer. I hope you enjoyed this video about traditional tapatio food from Guadalajara. This is a place that is definitely underrated. We're actually going to stay here, I think, for a month because we just really love this city. We really love this neighborhood. For the next video, though, you're going to find us outside the city. We're going to do a day trip to one of the most famous towns in Mexico. See you then.